Okay. So first things first. I log in. The player should send me all my data, right? For sure. So actually, if we go here, generation geometry, message types, network manager, on peer connected, process connection. So I think it would make most sense. Wait, let me get some music up in here. Actually, I don't like this one for now. Let's do this one. So I think at this point, when the player connects, he should instantly get data, right? Or do you guys think he should initiate something first? I feel like it would make sense to right away send him his data, his player data, and also the region actually. So maybe there is no region request. There is simply there just gets the region that he's in. And then I can, in the other UI, I can have a whole different API to set the region. I think that makes sense. Okay, so awesome. That means there's not going to be any region request. There is going to be this here, persistence layer. Then here I'm going to send player his data, which will include position, region boundaries, resources. I feel like that's it. So we're gonna do resources first. And we're actually gonna do rotation as well. So rotation, resources, region boundaries. I think that's a good one. Okay, so this will then be, so this won't exist anymore. We're gonna have initial, actually we'll do player data. No, we'll do initial data response. We'll do that with, which is 1. Response always means it's coming from the server to the client. Initial data response. So that's what we're gonna do here. On connection request. That's fine, and then process connection peer. So that's what we're gonna do here first. We're gonna say network dot write, no, dot start response. And this is gonna be message type dot initial data response. Then we're gonna say, oh, so this is actually net data writer writer dot write, no, we'll do network dot write actually we'll just do rider dot put wait a minute, let me see how do these write works. Okay. So actually we're gonna need all of these up here as write versions. I'm just gonna do it with, so we're gonna write network.write vector3, and then it's gonna be the game add player. This is gonna give us a player back. Player new is gonna be this. And we're gonna add the player, and then we're gonna return the player. So then we say player like that. Then we're gonna write player position. Then we're gonna write the rotation, and then the resources, which will start with what should we start with? Wood. And this is actually a float. Sorry, an int. This is a network write int. So that's what we're gonna need. Write int data. Something like this. Would we'll do food as well, just because it's definitely gonna be there. Everything else we don't know. So and then it goes. Okay, so here we're also going to assign region ID. The region ID already. And that was, what was it again? I think we have it over here. This one. So that's this. And then we're just gonna say that his region ID is that region ID, and resources for now will be a new resources where wood is, let's give him 100, and food, let's give him 100 too. Okay, cool stuff. So we did the resources, position wood, oh yeah. Now we do the region. Player region is region ID, and then we say this, right? It's down here. We want, this is a writer, the centroid. Oh, so first we want the centroid, that long, and then we want the polygon, which is just points that long. Region boundaries. So that makes up the response. So write vector to return writer, and then I guess what is it again? It's just netmac send. No, it's peer.send. Okay. Peer.send writer delivery method, and this has to be reliable and ordered. Reliable, only last packet. Packets can be dropped except the last one won't be duplicated, will arrive in order, cannot be fragmented. Have an order. Packets won't be dropped, won't be duplicated, will arrive in order. Okay, cool. So we're just gonna log this, sent player data to 1. Then we won't have any of that. So process region request. Oh wait, assign region to player. This should probably happen here. Right. Here, what else? Region ID. Player. Region ID. Okay. Cool. So that means I can go back. What else happened here? Nothing happened. So I can remove this. And then this is an initial data response, and that's 1. If we go back to the game now, and when it's connected, he should, so what was region response was 1. Okay, so now this doesn't exist anymore, so it's as a message type will do 0, 1. Now the first is the player position, right? So this is what it's gonna be first. Then we got the rotation. Then we get the centroid. Float centroid X. We get centroid Y. Which, wait a sec, that will be, this is, X is long, and this is lat. Now we need to do this for X and Y. Yeah. Area that long. Okay, and then this is centroid long. Oh wait. Right, so this is flipped again, right? So when you do this one is centroid Y, which is centroid lat, and this is long. Oh shit, that one. Oh, okay. Why is that and this is long? Okay. And that's it. So which one is this again? Movement reconciliation. Why doesn't this work now? Really? Really? I didn't know that. We break here, why can't I do that? that's so annoying. We're gonna have methods there anyway, so it shouldn't be an issue. Cool. We got that. Network receive, that would be the region request. So now we don't have to send the region request even. That means this can go. Delivery ordered. We don't need that. Start routine send movement. This we will do here. So this only happens once, and therefore, yeah, we'll just send the movement once. Probably should move this to after loading screen is done. Okay. That should have fixed all that. That also means, oh, okay, so I forgot all of the resources, right? So we have int wood, and then no, this is food. Right, so that was the idea that we're doing, right? You got the wood and food here. Okay. So wood and food, both are ints. Cool. Where's the music? Oh. Could be something else. Yeah, we can do this. Is this even on? Cool. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do now. We need to feed the player his food, his resources. So we'll do that. First, we need to figure out how we want that to happen, right? So I guess we should have like a UI controller, some kind of manager here. And this will be, let's say this is the UI resource, or maybe it shouldn't be there. Yeah, I'm still not sure what's nicer, to have it like on these panels themselves. Resources, like I can have the scripts here, or not, you know, but I will have it here for now because, yeah. Okay, so resource manager. There is only gonna be one per scene, so we're gonna make this a singleton, so that we can call it really nicely. Okay, so this is a singleton now. Now what we can do is say public void set food. Alright, int amount. And then here we're gonna have public food wood. So there's a slider and a text. So we're gonna have a slider, a food slider, and wood slider, and then we're gonna have public text. I'm guessing this is a, what is it? Text Mesh Pro. So Text Mesh Pro URI wood text. text is amount to string, and then we'll do the same for there, and then we'll have, sorry, no, that will be enough here. Then we say wood slider. Values amount. No, you see, this should be 100. Okay, so we need to know how much is max. You know what? I think the idea was that we get rid of the slider again. I think that's cooler because there is no max, right? I want it to be. You should have the feeling that you can really build big barns, you know. So maybe we get rid of the slider here, and I think then we can make this smaller. We want to do it for all of them. Like that. And then each of these sliders we take away. Yeah. I think that's a little more fun, right? I mean, like, cleaner. Okay. And then also here there's no slash, it's just a number. It should just be a number, right? I want to make sure that looks good. So this is 100. Say it's 100,000. Okay, that looks good. There's no stone yet, so we'll take that away. And we will make these a little bit smaller yet again. Because I want to be kind of conservative with our space and also with the amount that we're going to have. I don't want like giant numbers. Maybe we should have giant numbers. Yeah, maybe we should have giant numbers. So it's not going to be 100. Maybe you get like... you should get like 10 puddings. Shouldn't be too giant. Something like that. The icon container I think is too much. So what happens now? Change this. Yeah. So the icon container needs to be a little more like that. Okay. That's enough for now. We're gonna keep it like that. And also that means that no, we do not have a slider now anymore. So that's good. So then we just assign those to text. And of course take the sliders away. Okay, so wood text and food text. Okay, cool. That should be done. Now that means all I have to do here this doesn't do this anymore. All I have to do here in the when we receive the request, all I have to do here is say the resource manager instance set wood. Perfect. That's all. So I'm just gonna test that, make sure that's working. So Everyone at start now should get 100 of both. Yeah, it worked. It worked like a charm. That worked really well. Just put this back smaller. Okay, so 100. Now, when I think what I'm gonna do is that the minute he starts, there's gonna be. Well, you know what? No, we'll only do hit. So whenever he hits, he's gonna tell the server I hit. And if it's valid, the server will give him the money, the wood. And yeah, that's it. Like no one, yeah, that should work perfectly fine. There has to be no reconciliation because if you cheat, your game should be bugged up. So harvest wood request. Yeah. Then player dot wood resources dot wood plus gleich. Okay. Max distance per request. So we need some kind of gameplay constants. These are math constants. Now we need game. Gameplay constants. Using public. We're gonna say public static int wood per hit 10. Process harvest wood request, and then we'll do the validation right after. Or what we could do is play the animation. But you only really get the wood when the server tells you that you got the wood, maybe? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. Because if we're doing the animation anyway, then we could also just increment the we could just increment the resources on the client. Since I just said we're not gonna have reconciliation anyway. Huh. So let me just log that. Player, get the peer ID, harvested, So that's in the tool controller. You know, where we start swing attack, and then here's on hit, right? So in on hit, here's where we're gonna tell the network manager to send the harvest request. It's actually gonna be here. So is this? Okay, so this is not, I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna make that a singleton as well. And we're gonna rename that at some point. Actually, I'm gonna rename it now. This is gonna be network manager. Exactly. So now here I can do send message to server. We don't even need this. We want to do public void send harvest wood request. All that's gonna do is one of these three guys. Gonna do something like this here. You know what? We don't need any of that. We just need server peer send. All we need is the message type harvest wood request. Delivery method reliable orders. Rider again. Yeah, it's gonna be like this. The rider here. Message type harvest wood request. That should be it. Now in our tool controller, on hit. Network manager instance request, and that should be it. So we can go to resource manager instance. What's it called again? Resource manager instance. Okay. Set food. What we can also do exactly is public void add food. You know. And then we'll do in delta. Should also do public int food wood, and here food is amount, here wood is equal amount, and here we do food delta, and this as well. food, wood, right? That's fine. That's good. Yeah. Add food. Okay. Looking good. So now here we go. Add food, and then this is going to be in the game manager. We have here. You know what? Actually, this can come from the constants in the server, which would be much smarter. So I am going to do that. Rebuild this. Great. Open. Oh, sorry. Not in terminal. Open that. Go back here. Remove this. And steal this guy. Now restart this. Kinda warm in here. Okay, then here we should have gameplay constants, right? Yeah, what we're gonna see. Much cleaner. Very fun, very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. So, I think that was it. I don't see a reason why they would ever desync. It doesn't look like that should happen to me. Only if a network request would be dropped, but I said reliable ordered. And then in that case, if your network is down, then dude, you gotta fix your network. I mean, obviously you're gonna lose some progress there in your game, if that's what's happening. So let's see what happens now. Okay, I go here. So that was 5. And now it's 150 total wood. And I did add it to the food. Okay, cool. Okay, now, what's of course missing is that we remove the trees from the server. You know? Oh, and of course the validation. So what I could... yeah, we need to do the validation, for sure. And I'm going to test the validation by sending him requests anyway, whenever I So what I should do here, first of all, this is add wood. Add wood. What I should do is hit this always. Always add wood. Oh yeah, and send the request always. Only for testing server validation. Okay. So now, you know what we could do actually? We should do reconciliation probably. That way we would actually confirm, we would avoid all desyncs. So let me see here. Or maybe it's not that important. Okay, let's go here. Alright, so we want to do some validation here. Service would valid. Just the player, right? So basically, we need the hit range. The hit range is here is 2F, so it's 2, and we're gonna steal that again from here, from the server. So where's the hit range? Gameplay constants. This is gonna be X hit range is 2, and then here, so yeah, so player, does he have, okay, so we need OSM manager regions. So default trees to forests. No, the OSM parse result of forests dot tree for each. Yeah, so this already feels very, very bad. But we'll see how far we get with it. Tree position will be, so in here when you go forest trees for each tree. And then we can do that here for the tree. And then you know, that doesn't really make sense. So first we get the region. And then, you know, I shouldn't get used to doing for eaches, because I always end up refactoring my link queries to that anyway. should return true, right? And then here we'll do return false. So basically, in every invalid hit for a cheater, he would really spam our. I should probably rate them as this request, to be honest. Then it would only ever happen like once every like second or something. Rate limit harvestwood requests to avoid cheaters using CPU unnecessarily. So that should definitely happen. Okay, so exit range is 2. Let's see what happens. Player's gonna be right there. Start here. Player is 0, harvest 10 wood. He now has 110 wood. That's 120 total wood. Is harvest wood valid? Oh shit, okay. I forgot to return here. Return. Okay. I should measure how many milliseconds that check takes. It's not in the range of a tree. So now that should have given me. So I'm actually going to stop logging the movements. Wait, where's the movement log coming from? Oh, from here. So we're gonna stop this log by default. Right. So now it's not giving me any wood. Not sure why. On the range of a tree. If player up position. position, tree dot position. Exit range is 2. And I'm going through the forests in that region. Is harvest wood valid? So we're gonna do here the closest tree 0. The distance to tree is that. And then if distance to tree is smaller than closest tree, then closest tree distance to tree, and we're gonna have to do this to float.max value. And now I will put it here to check why. So I'm going to go in front of a tree first to test this properly. I'm going to go here, here, hack the wood. So the closest tree is 3 away from me. Huh. Oh, because of the distance. Ooh. I should probably... Yeah, definitely disregard the Y position, right? So, I should do... new... vector 3... exactly. But here we're gonna do 0. Tree position normalized. And then we're gonna do vector 3 player position flat. Same thing, and this we can do once up here. So then we'll do the distance between the player position flat and the tree position flat. Yeah, it really helps that there's no Y axis really in my game, because yeah, that would just add complexity. I guess it's making it simple here and there, you know? Oh, and before I start this again, I am going to up this panel scroll speed. It should be 50, and panel zoom should be 5 times that. Okay. Cool. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. Yeah. Ah. right click. I get the breakpoint. Should take that away. Oh, come on. I'm right there. Am I not? So now I need you back, mister. .5? How's that possible? Really? So you are 2.5 away? I don't know, man. I don't know. Here it says hit range is 2F. Oh wait! Let me see. Oh, I'm such a fool. If I go to the player, we see the tool. We have a hit range of 10. God darn it. The hit range is literally 10, dude. Ugh. Okay, so gameplay constants, exit range is 10. Oh, but that's funny. Okay, wait. Range for the hit raycast. The issue is that the range here, the raycast, is going from, I'm guessing, the camera, right? Yeah, it's going from the camera transform, and not from the player. Which totally sucks. Yeah, so I need to fix that. I need to say here float distance, flat distance between camera and player. Yes, perfect. And now we need to do then hit range minus flat distance between camera and player. Or actually plus. Because the camera is behind the player, you know? I just want to see how much that is. Yeah, there would be a little bit of a discrepancy there. And that would be fatal. I mean, you'd be collecting wood. Wait, I need to make it. I need to make sure that it's the server would allow more than the client does to make sure that. Okay, wait. Let me get a sec here. I need the server to be a little bit more tolerant than what the client is doing. So if the server says you got a range of 10, then the distance between the tree and the player can be 10. And now we're seeing that there's a distance of... So what I'm going to do is actually... I'm going to do that plus float server client tolerance is one whole one. And then I'm going to do hit range minus that minus client tolerance. We're just going to do client tolerance. It's a good for smooth prioritize smooth client experience over small cheap margin. Cheaters could add 1 meter to their hit range, but this way we avoid any desyncs. So that way, I should never be able to hit the tree while the server doesn't acknowledge it, while the server would acknowledge a little bit more. I think that kind of approach makes sense. So if we go here now, we got a hit range of 10. Okay, name server. Okay. Ugh. I need to take this away, so yeah, so I need to handle disconnects better. I just saw. So now if I go here, yeah, so that's where it worked, but here it's only gonna work. Perfect. So now every time I hit the tree, it will work. And now we just have to go here. On hit. Take this away, and then we're good. Now they should never desync. So now let's see what the server says. Shit. No, it's 150, right? Yes. They didn't desync. So even if I go here, here, up, 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 up. So I should just hack around a bit, you know, click around, go somewhere else. $400 total wood. Nice. That's really cool. I feel like I should get rid of those borders. Isn't that cleaner? Okay, so there's effectively resource gathering. I didn't have that yet. Pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff if you ask me, my friend, my friend. Right, the only thing is I need to make these trees disappear on the server. And then probably somehow I also have to build a mechanism for them to regrow, right? And the fact that they're dead must be persistent for sure. So we cannot do without persistence. But I don't have a persistence layer yet. So in fact, I can do it without persistence by giving them a health, tree health. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, let's see. We're gonna say tree. No, we're gonna go to the server. Here. Now we're gonna tell the tree. You have health, and you also have wool harvested, and then you also have daytime harvested at, and then from there we're gonna know how far you're off. From there we're gonna know when you regrew. Does that make sense? Does that make sense or not? Maybe they shouldn't disappear. I'm wondering the whole time. Should they disappear? Should they not disappear? I think they should disappear. How do we store that? How does the player get that data? I have a feeling like the initial state all has to be transmitted via TCP, like we could do HTTP even, just for the initial world, and then I guess the player would get the region with that as well. But also like harvested trees, he would need. Let's see. The issue, there's an issue, like if we make these trees harvestable, like that they actually are removed, then we run into an issue, and the issue is that regions with more wood would easily have the advantage. So we need to somehow make it so that harvesting wood. Oh, shit. I think the only way to do it is to simply have no tree health. Each and every tree you can just sit there and spam. And then I guess I guess you need your axe has health. That would make much more sense. So your axe, so trees just don't disappear. But axes do. That would make sense. So we're gonna take this back. Don't need that. It means the player needs an inventory now. Question is also, where do you get your axe from, right? Imagine you're in a region where there's no shop. That would suck. I have a feeling there's going to be a whole lot of pre-processing the regions. Like, we're not going to get away with just simply getting a polygon from a region and then calling it a day, you know? I feel like we're gonna need to say, okay, if there's a shop, then yes, you go to the shop. If there's no shop, well then you're gonna have to, we're just gonna generate a shop somewhere in there. Yeah. There's going to be a whole lot of pre-processing happening, so that just to make sure that every single region that we don't, you know, have players in regions where you just can't do anything. Like, that would absolutely suck. So basically, all the mechanics have to be somewhat, like, not entirely, but somewhat region independent, like environment independent. We need to make, okay, so if there's no tree at all, you need to somehow get something else, get wood in a different way, right? But I mean, we did some great progress today. We did anti-speed hack and harvesting and collecting wood. I mean, the server didn't even freaking have. Yeah, the server didn't. Oh, we did so much today. The server didn't have trees. It has trees now. And the player queries the whole region. We didn't have that either. That works now as well. Yeah, so yeah, the next thing I think we need to do is kind of... So I'm gonna write down. We got some to-dos here. Pre-process regions. Intense data mining incoming. Intense data processing incoming. We need to make sure that every region is playable given every mechanic. Then we'll go here. If a region has 0 trees, there must be an alternative way to retrieve trees. Bushes. Harvest bushes with axes. Way less wood, but still enough to get going initially. Mechanic. This means that trees cannot be of any importance at all. At most, initial boost. Initial gameplay boost. If a region has 0 trees, there must be an alternate way to farm bushes with axes. Way less wood, but still enough to get going initially. Until one builds a mining camp, which gives more wood than trees anyway. Yeah, so you need to build a mining camp, but then they will have much more bushes, right? So the other way around, what if you're in a region where you only have trees? That means forests. That means that in forests, I'm also going to need to add bushes, but just a little bit. And given both of those, actually, we should be harvesting again. Harvesting and regrowing everything. Harvest and regrow, harvest and regrow, harvest and regrow. Okay, and then how do mining camps die? So if you get a mining camp, yeah, or a wood harvest camp, then you build 2. Now you just have endless wood. Okay, they need food, okay? How do you get the food? You need to take the wood and build farms. Farms require wood. Farms require wood. But now you just have 2 resources. 2 ways to get both. Yeah, but the farms are gonna need food and wood. Oh, right, wait. Maybe we actually create. So, with the food, we actually create villagers. No. Villagers come. Wait a minute, villagers are shared. You need your own kind of villagers, maybe. So with food, you buy. Towers, maybe? Ooh. How do you balance this stuff? I think I should be thinking about that after I've coded the whole day. How do you balance this, man? Where's my mind?